Hi there, Glyn here. Is your feeling a judgment in disguise? If it's a judgment in disguise, there's a high chance that you'll create conflict or distance with other people. So how do we recognize those moments and change the way we communicate? Lots of people will say, I feel, yet it's not followed by an emotion. For example, when I say, I feel that you're ignoring me, I feel that you don't love me, both are not expressions of emotions, they're expressions of a thought. The thought that you don't really love me, or the thought that you're ignoring me. In NVC, we call these expressions pseudo feelings. It's important to distinguish them from feelings for a couple of reasons. When I hang on to the thought, then I'm still in my head, and the emotion will still reside in my body. And that emotion still needs to be heard. The second reason is that when I express a thought, or that thought that you don't love me, or you're ignoring me, the other person is likely to hear blame. So in that case, I won't be heard by the other person, because those thoughts they have of them being blamed will stop them from hearing me. And they may even have resulting resentment or ill feeling toward me at that moment, or for a long time afterwards. So you can recognize when this is happening, because when you say, I feel, and it's followed by a couple of words. Some examples would be, I feel that, I feel it is something or other, or I feel she is, or he is, or they are, or I feel like, or you might even say it with someone's name, like I feel X is not understanding me at the moment. Or even when you say, I feel as if I'm being ignored. So I feel as if. So when it's not directly followed by an emotion, that's when you know it's a thought. So I feel that she doesn't understand. I feel like you're an idiot. Also, when we say, I feel, followed by a description of what we think we are. So I feel inadequate as a dancer, let's say. That's a thought about my competency, and it's not a feeling. So sometimes we use words that are describe what others are doing, but we call these feelings as well, and they're not really feelings. So a few examples might be abandoned. I feel abandoned. I feel manipulated. I feel cornered. I feel belittled. So if we just take abandon as an example, you can, if your picture includes just yourself, then it's a feeling. If your picture includes another person, so if we take I feel abandoned, often that picture that's created in your head will be of you and somebody else that has abandoned you. So therefore it's a thought about somebody else. It's not actually a feeling. So that's how you can become the detective in your communication style. Check whether it's a pseudo feeling, which may create distance or conflict. And I'd love to invite you to a practice call for nonviolent communication, where we practice exercising our empathy muscles. And the idea is that we both receive and give on the call. So they're free calls, and they're at the end of each month, the last Wednesday of the month. And if you'd like to know more about the free calls, you can feel free to send me an email or comment below. And you can find me on Facebook or Instagram under Glyn Conlon or Keystone Skills. And I'd love to hear any questions that you might have about what I've said. And you can put them in the comments box, or you can email me or get in touch with me via text. And I thank you very much for listening.